NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus bringing you a 1v1 on Shakur's Plateau between I Have No Shoes. I Have No Shoes is in Diamond, which apparently you need no shoes to get to Diamond. His opponent, Vane, aka Shadow Croon. Vane, a Platinum Protoss player. We got a PvP coming at you on Shake Your Ass on the Plateau. I shall sip my coffee. No, I shan't. I shall post these names, give you a production tab, then I shall sip my coffee. That was about the most obnoxious sipping I've ever done in my life. Vane sending out a very quick probe for Scout. No Scout on the field yet for I Have No Shoes. And Vane late with his gateway a little bit. And walling off, it seems. That's interesting for against a Protoss. Rare to see that kind of activity in a PvP. But anyway, if you're not familiar, welcome to NuubCast. We are all about showing noob games and getting you an opportunity to have your games cast put on YouTube where you can share them with your friends, show off your amazing skills or lack thereof. We do try hard not to humiliate the people who send in replays, though there are times where I just can't help myself. And I apologize in advance if you've ever been on the receiving end of one of my harsher casts. I really must apologize. Actually, the first guy who I ever was super harsh about is now the screener for NuubCast, if you can believe that. Back in the day, he went by the name of Halcyon Mouse. No longer. He is now the official screener for NuubCast. So when you send your replay to noobcast@gmail.com to go through our extensive filtration system, he is the one. So he has felt firsthand the wrath of my my criticism. So he feels your pain. He has been where you wish to be, and he has sent in many games, and very good and very bad alike. So hopefully that encourages you to keep on sending in replays, even if you get denied. Definitely don't be discouraged. Continue to send in games, and before long, you too will have your game cast on NuubCast, and the light of esports shall shine upon you, and you shall be blessed, or whatever. You will have 100 or so people watch your game on NuubCast. Oh yeah. But we're looking for interesting games, guys, so please keep your Turtle Fests and your one-and-done battles to yourself. We don't want them. We are looking for good back-and-forth play, fun and interesting stuff. Looks like we are going to have a bit of a 4-gate here from I Have No Shoes. Now, I've heard it said that you can get to Diamond or even Masters just by 4-gating, but probably not like this. I'm guessing that I Have No... Vane is going to hold this. He's going to kill that probe, because you got to kill that probe. You send one Stalker after the probe, you kill that pylon. He's going to kill this one. And he's going to be able to warp in Stalkers here, but got sentries come down. Force field! Yeah! Nice job by Vane. And if he gets his guys over to the high ground, he's going to be able to kill that pylon. I don't know if he can see it. He can see it. Why he's not over there killing it from the high ground is absolutely beyond me. Yes, thank you. Go, go, go. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it now. Do it. Do it right now. But I Have No Shoes, seeing that his 3-gate pressure failed fairly miserably, he is going to add a gas and expand, which is definitely the right call here. And I think Vane, if he's smart, he's going to come down here, not find any more pylons. He should check over in this area just to be safe. But he should be expanding now as well. I'm assuming we're going to see a probe come down here to drop that shortly. And I think that is the probe that is about to do it. Yeah, get that observer out. Get the probe down, drop the Nexus. And yeah, man, we got a macro game, kids. We got a macro game. Call your mom. I mean, if you want to tell her. Give her a call. You should always call your mom. Say hi. You know? Say, what's up, Mom? I was watching StarCraft and I thought of you and I just wanted to call you and say hi. You know what that'll do if you do something like that? That will endear your mother to StarCraft. Say, oh, StarCraft makes my son think of me. Or my daughter. I know that there are a couple of ladies, at least one or two of you out there, who are watching NuubCast, chuckling all the way. And we certainly appreciate your attendance here. Yeah, this mouse button is super cool, but it's got this very fast feature on it. But the problem is when I click it to move the camera and release it, sometimes it zooms in all by itself. So, still getting used to the new mouse, guys. Please have some patience. This is actually my first series of casts. With the new mouse and keyboard, so and I'm trying to use the keyboard as little as possible now in my casts. I had a criticism from one of you guys in the comments, brief, not like scathing or anything, but I definitely took it to heart, and I'm going to try to cast as much as possible without the keyboard. It will relieve some of the clickety clacking that you hear. You'll probably still hear the mouse because the mouse clicks kind of loud. But Colossus are out for Vane. And not a lot of army here for I Have No Shoes, and he's got his observer going out. Yep. More gates being added here for I Have No Shoes, getting that +1 attack. The first Colossus is out for, or almost out for Vane, but he does have the observer in his base, and he's going to be able to see. No, he's not close enough to see the robo yet. He's going to want to get in there, though. There he goes. And he is going to see the robo. He's actually going to see the Colossus come out. If he is smart, he's going to wait and see the Colossus come out. He doesn't know. He sees one immortal. He doesn't know about the Colossus tech. Oh, but he's going to see it now because Vane didn't. Oh, no, he's not going to see the Colossus. Oh, my goodness. So, I Have No Shoes may be thinking that there's no Colossus here, but whatever he's thinking, I Have No Shoes, I feel like you're in trouble. Like, I just feel like you don't have a lot. I see you have a lot of supply, like you have this similar supply here, but I don't feel like you must have a lot more probes. Let's check income real quick. Yeah, he's got way more probes. That's where the supply difference is. Now he sees the Colossus tech, and now Vane dropping a few more gates, and a second observer out for I Have No Shoes. And he's got an immortal and a Colossus, where the only thing that's come out of this robotics facility for I Have No Shoes is observers. And so he's going to be behind the Colossus tech no matter what. I've been trying to take a sip of my coffee, but I keep seeing things I need to do with my left hand. He's going to be, in fact, 2 Colossus behind. And these ones are pretty even, and they're going to have their observer checking out the natural. So he's going to have a 2 Colossi lead. See, even though I Have No Shoes, he's got a fair supply lead, but at least 10 of it is in probes. Yep, see, we got 10 difference in probes. So if we look at army supply, I wonder if I can do this. No, that doesn't do it. How about this? Yeah, there it is. Army supply. Yeah, he's still almost 10 ahead. But the unit composition favors Vane in a fairly significant way right here. He does have 3 Colossus out. Is he going to make more? He's not. He's making a 4th Colossus. Curious if he's going to make more now. This has become somewhat turtly after the early aggression by I Have No Shoes. So hopefully this is going to pick up shortly. I Have No Shoes doing a very wise thing, getting a expansion 3rd base there. And I'm certain that Vayne has no idea, doesn't see anything, although he does have an observer over there, so he should be checking it out. Very well-placed observers here by I Have No Shoes, and he has the tower. Just doing a very good job of map awareness. Not map control, just map awareness. He knows what's out there, he knows what's coming. Vayne is very far ahead in regards to tech, but not in regards... Oh, it's going to noise the crap out of me. But not in regards to upgrades. I don't even think... Yeah, he just has a forge and is just now getting +1. So, whereas his Colossus count is far exceeding that of I Have No Shoes at the moment, and I Have No Shoes deciding to... Okay, I thought he was going to stop at 2, but he's going to keep going. Vayne could be in trouble if he doesn't get a 3rd, because I Have No Shoes is, even though he's behind in Colossus count, and wow, Vayne's still making more Colossus. He's got 5 now against the 3 of I Have No Shoes. He's always going to be 2 Colossus ahead. For some reason, I Have No Shoes is pulling out his observers. I don't understand that at all. Lots of zealots. Zealots are the last thing you want to make when you see that your opponent is going very Colossus heavy. What you should probably be making instead is Immortals and maybe Archons. You know, there is a way to beat a Colossus heavy army, but Zealots are not it. Not in the least. They are not the way that you want to go after a Colossus heavy army. Yeah. And look at that. 4th base by I Have No Shoes. Wow. Stop doing that. Stop doing that! Stop doing that. I guess I should probably turn off... see, I hate doing that. I guess I'm going to have to set up 2 hotkey and settings accounts, one for playing and one for casting, because I'm going to have to turn off the mouse scroll, because that's getting to be very, very annoying. But I use it when I play, so... Lots of zealots guarding the 3rd and 4th base. The rest of the army on here at the natural, and here comes Vayne. This is a huge attack. Huge army. What the hell was that? How did I... Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. You can use the center mouse to move the camera around the map too, instead of using your mouse button. But all these zealots are just gonna die. They're just gonna die under all this Colossus. All this stuff is just gonna die under all this Colossus firepower. But now he's evened up the Colossus count, and now he needs those Archons out front. And still ahead in Colossus. Archons are living. Should consider getting up a Guardian Shield. But it looks like Vayne coming out on top there. 3 Colossus to 2 and 2 Archons. Would have been interesting to see that battle. I'm pretty sure the 2 Archons would have won. Now, Vayne making Zealots here. I don't think I agree with that Warpin. Does have an Immortal out. I guess that was in that battle with him. Vayne, okay, taking his 3rd down here, getting more gates. I like that idea, but he doesn't know, he's not scouting, and so he does not know about the... Oh, he does know about the 4th. Look at that. Good job, Vayne. Going Archon heavy now. Takes so long to recreate the Colossus. But both players... Oh, is there double? Holy crap, I Have No Shoes doubling up on the Colossus. Oh, no. Is he? I can't. Okay, just one. I thought I saw 2. Maybe he had one queued? I'm confused. I thought I saw 2 Colossus coming out at one time for him. Oh well, okay, I guess it just was just one. He must have had it queued. That must have been what it is. But his Colossus are hurt, whereas Vayne's are not hurt at all, and he's now got Archons. And Archons are pretty darn good against Colossus. (21 times 2 plus AoE). So that's 42 attacks against 31. Yep, Colossus are definitely better, but he's got 3 Colossus that are about to die. And he's, again, making so many Zealots. I just don't think that's wise. I definitely like this. All the Archons are just going to be freaking awesome. All of this is just going to melt away between the Colossus and the Archons. Vayne definitely has way better composition here. And which is interesting, I mean, he is getting... If you look at the map, you would say that Vayne is getting outplayed. Maybe right up to this point. If you looked at the mini-map, you would see this. But prior to looking at the mini-map and seeing that 4th base, you would say, just at a glance, that Vayne is getting pretty much outplayed. And he's certainly getting out-macroed. And it's not even close. But as far as unit composition and tech, Vayne is doing an outstanding job. And is really outdoing his opponent. Putting Colossus on the high ground, I really like that idea. And there, look at the Colossus one-shotting the Archons. That is straight awesome. Look at them go. But again, more Colossus for Vayne, and his Colossus are just stronger because they've got more HP. All of I Have No Shoes' Colossus now dropping, but Vayne has to run away. He's got no more ground support to back up these Colossus, so he's going to have to back off. Colossus Zealot is such a, like, it's, I don't know, man. It's such a, it's a counterintuitive mix, because you're basically saying, yeah, I'm throwing away these units so that, so my Colossus can get a couple hits in. Stalker's a little bit better, obviously, than the Zealots as far as ability to tank, but this is really where your meat's going to come in. Yeah, he was one-shotting the Archons, but he had 6 Colossi one-shotting Archons. And you can do that. And again, I Have No Shoes kind of outplaying Vayne most of this game, but Vayne's composition is going to be superior. Colossus Archon, no matter what you put with it, is going to be better than Gateways and a few Colossi. Than, you know, your Tier 1 Gateway units and a couple Colossi. It's just going to be better. But we do have double. We do have double Robo coming out now for I Have No Shoes, and also for Vayne as well. So, anybody going for a 5th base? Yes, I Have No Shoes dropping that 5th. As Vayne gets his 4th up and running, he needs to get on that gas. He's not mining nearly enough gas. And I think I Have No Shoes, yeah, pretty far ahead in upgrades. Although Vayne's +3 is ready to go, and it's, but it's almost completely counteracted by I Have No Shoes' +2 armor. Colossus gonna come and try and take down Gateway real quick, and Vayne looking to counter. The Colossus are not with the main army. This could be bad. All the Gateway units are going to fall, and fall quickly here. See if we can get more on the screen. And now Vayne's Colossus count vastly, just absolutely taking over, and that is so many Colossus, and there is nothing that that I Have No Shoes is going to be able to do now. I mean, he's going to have to do some kind of harass, take out the economy, and force Vayne into not making any other ground units, because that's the only way to keep him from just absolutely taking over. Vayne with a Stargate now. Curious as to what he's going to make. Let's check out the harassment here. Zealots are doing some work here, killing lots of probes. Looks like they're one-shotting some of these probes. But here come the Colossus, all 573 of them. And they're just going to melt those Zealots like they were last week's tapioca pudding. Idle probes, I have no shoes. But again, as far as macro goes, Vayne is getting outplayed, but he's doing the one thing that his opponent is not doing, and he is saving his most important units. Now Colossus, even if you're going Colossus Archon, the Colossus remain your most important unit. Archons actually become your shield, your throwaway units, even though they're so gas heavy. And look at this now, I have no shoes, trying to copy Vayne's composition, but I don't think at this point, with this many Colossus, doesn't matter how many Archons you have, the Colossus are going to melt through it. What I think I have no shoes might be missing here is gateways. Although he's really, yeah, he's really doing good mining wise. Like, I can't complain at all. He's low in the gas, but he probably could. No, he's actually doing okay with gateways. He's spending his money. He's able to spend his money. You want to add gateways when you have so much money that the number of gateways that you have, you know, can't spend all your money. Look at this, getting a 6th base. I have no shoes. And finally Vayne getting a 5th. That's a really good PvP. And 4 Archons, tons of Zealots. I mean, 4 Colossus, but look at this. Everything just dying as soon as they turn the corner. This concentrated Colossus fire. And now Vayne is going to lose a few because they're all so clumped up, and these 4 Colossus are really able to do tons of damage, but look at that. All but 1 Colossus go down, and the mothership is on the scene for Vayne. This is not over. It's not over for I Have No Shoes. He did an amazing job in that battle. Vayne was very poorly positioned. He lost more than half of his Colossus. It looks like he just wanted that Stargate so he could get out a mothership. And can you blame him? No, you can't. And he is making more probes. Did he get... Okay, he's transferring some now. I was wondering if there was more harassment that I missed. More Zealots. See, I just don't like so many Zealots, man. I really don't like so many Zealots. I know you need the gas to make your Archons, to make your Colossus, but that many Zealots is just... It's just not helpful. It's not. It's way too many. Way too many. Makes Immortals only 100 gas. You know, you can sacrifice 100 gas when you're on 5 or 6 bases. It's real. And when you're not even mining gas, you can sacrifice 100 gas to make Immortals instead of making all Zealots. That'll spend some of your Marines. The problem is you have to make more production. You have to make more than 2. If you're still making Colossus, you have to make more than 2 robo facilities, which isn't a big deal. When you're this late in the game and you're on this many bases, by all means, make some freaking robos. Instead of making 5 gateways, make 3 robos instead and start pumping out Immortals. You know? When you're this late in a PvP, you really need to shed the lower tier gateway units. The longer the game goes on, you want Archons and Immortals to replace your Stalkers and Zealots. Like completely replace. Like only in a PvP. This is not true for other matchups. This is only true in a PvP. You know, if you're both on 5 and 6 bases, then you really want to be... Oh man, you know what? I'm casting right now on ultra settings. This is bad. Because you could see it. I got so much lag here from the mothership, and oh no. And these cloaked archons. Everything is just lagging away. Gonna have an engagement. Let's see it. Oh my goodness, I'm down to 14 FPS. Huge vortex. Oh my goodness. What an Archon toilet that's gonna be. He's sending like 8. Oh, he's sending in more. And Colossus. And all the Zealots are dead. Oh my goodness. And that's going to be it. I have no shoes. There's the GG. And holy cow. That was an awesome way to finish it off. That was really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Really nice PvP. Again, I have no shoes. Pretty much outplayed Vayne most of the game. In macros, you would expect from a Diamond player playing against Platinum. And probably could have won, particularly that one engagement we had over here where all of Vayne's units were clumped up, and I Have No Shoes took out like half his Colossus and did a really good job. Really good game, though. Vayne just needs to expand a little faster. He was really slow to get his 3rd and 4th and 5th base, whereas I Have No Shoes was very much on top of expanding. And then, you know, understand what your opponent is doing and choose your unit composition accordingly. If you see that your opponent is like going super mass Colossus, the last unit you want to make is Zealots. And like I said, in a PvP, this does not count for PvZ or PvT, where you need to keep making those tier 1 ground units. In a PvP, when you get on 5 and 6 bases and your economy is rocking and you got a bank that looks like this, then you need to be making Immortals and Archons instead of Zealots and Stalkers. Nami? Word. So instead of making 16 gates, stick with 8 or 10 gates and add 3 or 4 robos. You know what I mean? Word. Alright guys, really fun game. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep climbing that ladder, and I'm going to turn my settings down because I am casting in Ultra for the last 3 weeks, and my FPS is showing it. Peace!